Well, hello everybody, and welcome to another Facebook Live. I am going to be doing this one from the car since I am doing the comparison of what do entrepreneurs and convertibles have in common. And so the view out the back is not quite as clear as I would like, but it's an interesting comparison. Many of you know that I really love convertibles. It gives such a essence of freedom. Hey, Shelly, how are you? And it's just something I really enjoy. So I thought I'd do this Facebook Live out with the car and enjoy this beautiful day. So what are the common elements? So let's look at that. And the most obvious is exposure. When you're driving in a convertible, there is very little around you. It's not as much as if you're riding a motorcycle, but there is definite exposure. And I think that is one of the things that, as an entrepreneur, we have a big drawback from. Hi, Barbie. Hey, Ted. We have this fear of being seen, but it's only in being seen that we are successful, that we don't want to be the best kept secret. We don't want to have the anonymity that, golly, where have you been all my life? Because it's only in that connection, that exposure, that we are successful in business as an entrepreneur. Another commonality is we can go fast, we can go slow, or we can stop. And sometimes we need to do all three. There are times and places that, being able to stop on time is really important. But how many times have we stopped ourselves when we really want to go fast? Or even slow? Sometimes we have to back up a little bit in order to, get to where we want to go. But just like in the convertible, I have that ability. I can go fast, which I love to do, go slow when I need to, or to be able to stop and to be able to protect myself, to be able to protect others, to take perspective of what's going on around me. And that leads me to the third thing, is that we can control our action, but not always the result. Living here in Colorado, and with the convertible, I actually have a rear-wheel drive car. Now, I do put snow tires on, but there is, even with four-wheel drive or all-wheel drive, when you're on snow and ice, or maybe in other parts of the country where you have sand or other elements that you can slide on, we have physics that's involved, that it takes a certain amount of space for us to be able to stop. But so the result is out of our control. What we can control is our action, the response, the activity that we put to it, and also to be able to look ahead. And that's something else I enjoy about having the convertible, is that's the, hey, boy, it's been a long time since we've talked. The ability to have a better view. Now, I am attempting to get the picture to come better, because it's really not gray out here. It's the very blue sky. And, there you go. Maybe you can see it a little bit better there. But anyway, it's a better view. Now, when we're in business as entrepreneurs, we have a better view as well. The reason being is that we're active. We're not just doing one task over and over again. We have that ability to be creative, to be able to look at what is possible, and then to activate that probability or possibility into that probability. And the last thing is, it can be really fun and exciting, or very frustrating at the same time. And so with entrepreneurship, we have those really great days. We have those days that we just wonder, why in the world did we do this? And it's part of that human element. And the neat thing about the change that we have is that we do have that ability to know that if we're going through a tough time right now, hey, Rob, how are you doing? If we're going through a tough time right now, there is going to be a change later on, and it will be fun and exciting again. And in every entrepreneurship, there are things that we like to do more than others, and that's something that we can embrace too. Now, with a convertible, there are days that I have the top up. It's raining, it's snowing. There's just things that I have to, it's a little frustrating at times, because I just enjoy having the top down. So the action steps, the things that I'd like to suggest for you today, are a little more broad than normal. The first thing is to fully decide that you're going to be an entrepreneur. This is where the no try concept comes into play. Really dedicate yourself. Really, this is not something you're putting your toe in the water. This is not something that you're doing to see if it works. Really commit to being an entrepreneur. Whatever that product or service that you have put your arms around, that you just know that it's going to benefit the community that is around you, that you want to benefit, and just go for it. Whether or not the results are right there before you or not, the no try, do or do not, there is no try. And then the second thing is quit all you want. There are going to be days that you just want to quit, but just don't stop. And it comes down to being human. This morning, I said I quit. I quit. I was so frustrated with, I can't even get the word out, so frustrated with a situation that I said I quit. But I looked up and said, okay, what's next? And then what's next was actually this Facebook Live. I had it on the agenda to do the ideas about what I was going to be covering in the Facebook Live, and I did that. And, by doing that, we keep the momentum, and that's the key piece of being an entrepreneur or a business owner or even an employee, any relationship. It's truly about keeping that momentum going. And the third thing I'd like to just end with today is a saying that I inscribed in my first book, How a Beaver Saved My Life. And that is, life is an adventure. Enjoy the ride. If you're not enjoying the process, if it's not something that is really fulfilling you long term, life is a solo journey traveled with many. It's another one of my Garyisms. But we get this shot. Let's do it in a way that's enjoyable for us, that we're benefiting others, and that we can look back at the end of the ride and say it was worth it. So have that, as a stimulus maybe over the next couple of days. Just really look at what you're doing, how you're doing it, create that momentum for yourself, and enjoy the ride. So I really appreciate everybody being here with within the community that we have created here on Facebook Live. And I will be back again 1 o'clock on Monday. Hey, Barb. On Monday at 1 o'clock Mountain Time. So with that, I hope your day is as beautiful as mine. And let me see if I can. And there's a better picture of what it looks like here in Colorado right now. So with that, have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you all soon. Bye-bye.